dear listener, to a realm where ancient whispers drift on the softest of breezes, a place where the grandeur of myth meets the tranquility of twilight. Settle in, find your most comfortable spot, and let the gentle hum of the universe lull you into a state of deep repose. Tonight, we journey to the very dawn of time, to the moment when the world awakens with a golden sigh, guided by the radiant presence of a deity whose very essence is light. This is Greek myth's lore to sleep to, your sanctuary for peace and rest. Imagine, if you will, the deepest hour of night, just before the first blush of morning paints the eastern sky. The stars still twinkle like distant diamonds, yet a subtle shift begins, a faint luminescence hinting at the grand spectacle soon to unfold. The air is cool, carrying the scent of dew-kissed earth and slumbering blossoms. This is the moment we embrace, a sacred interlude between the darkness and the brilliant promise of a new day. It's a time for quiet reflection, for letting go of the day's burdens, and for opening your heart to stories that have soothed souls for millennia. As you drift deeper into this peaceful state, allow your thoughts to become as light as the morning mist. Feel the tension melt away from your shoulders, from your brow, from every part of your being. This space is crafted just for you, a haven where the tales of gods and heroes are not just narratives, but soft lullabies designed to guide you into the sweetest of dreams. We invite you to become a cherished part of our growing community, to subscribe to Greek myths for sleep, and to gently tap that like button. Each subscription, each like, helps us share these tranquil journeys with more weary souls seeking solace in the ancient world. Your support ensures that the gentle glow of these myths continues to illuminate the path to restful slumber for many others. Tonight, our story begins with the very essence of light itself, with the golden god whose daily journey across the heavens brings warmth and illumination to all living things. He is the embodiment of dawn's promise, the bringer of melody, and the artist of the sky's most breathtaking hues. His presence is not one of thunderous might, but of serene grace, a quiet power that nurtures and guides. We speak, of course, of Apollo, the radiant one, whose connection to the sun chariot is as ancient as the stars themselves. Let your breath deepen, becoming slow and even, mirroring the peaceful rhythm of the earth as it turns towards the coming light. Listen closely as we prepare to unveil the gentle majesty of his calling, the very first stirrings of his divine purpose. The world is hushed, anticipating his arrival, just as your mind anticipates the calm embrace of sleep. This is the perfect moment to release any lingering thoughts, any worries that cling to the edges of your awareness. They can wait until morning. For now, there is only the story, the quiet, and the profound peace that comes with letting go. Feel the warmth of an imaginary sunrise beginning to touch your eyelids, a soft, comforting sensation. This is the prelude to Apollo's journey, a silent overture to the symphony of light he conducts each day. Our narrative will unfold with the same gentle pace, allowing each word to settle like a soft feather, guiding you deeper into relaxation. There is no rush here, only the flowing current of ancient wisdom, carrying you gently towards the shores of dreams. Prepare to be immersed in a world where every dawn is a miracle, and every myth holds the key to tranquility. Close your eyes, dear listener, and simply be. Tonight, as the world settles into its quiet repose, we turn our gaze towards the luminous dawn, a time when the first whispers of light paint the sky. This gentle transition from the deep embrace of night to the soft promise of morning holds a special magic, much like the story we are about to unfold. Feel your breath deepen, becoming a slow, steady rhythm, guiding you away from the day's concerns and into a space of tranquil wonder. The air around you softens, inviting a sense of peace that permeates your very being. Let go of all that weighs upon you, allowing yourself to drift on the currents of ancient wisdom, carried by the soothing cadence of this tale. For tonight, we journey to a sacred island, bathed in the nascent glow of a divine birth, a moment that forever linked light with a gentle, guiding presence. We speak of Apollo, not as the thunderous might of some deities, but as the radiant god of light, of music, and of the very sun itself. His journey across the heavens each day is a testament to his serene power, a daily ballet of light and warmth. This is the story of his beginning, a quiet miracle on an island destined for glory. Imagine, if you will, the small, rocky island of Delos, once a wandering isle, adrift on the vast, blue Aegean Sea. Before his arrival, Delos was a place of stark beauty, windswept and unassuming, yet it was chosen, a sanctuary for a divine birth that would transform its very essence. The air on Delos, usually touched by the salty spray of the sea, began to hum with an unseen energy. A warmth, unlike any sun had ever cast, started to permeate the very stones of the island. It was not a heat that burned, but a gentle, pervasive warmth, a promise of something extraordinary. The waves, which often crashed against the shore, now lapped with a soft, murmuring sound, as if in anticipation. The island, once barren in parts, began to bloom. Tiny, delicate flowers, unseen before, unfurled their petals, their colors vibrant even in the soft, pre-dawn light. The scent of myrtle and laurel, usually subtle, now filled the air with an intoxicating fragrance, a natural incense rising to greet the coming god. This was no violent upheaval, no dramatic explosion of power. Instead, Apollo's birth was depicted peacefully, a serene unfolding, much like the first rays of dawn stealing across the horizon. On Delos, the transformation was quiet, yet profound. As the moment drew near, a celestial light, pure and golden, began to emanate from the very heart of the island. It was a light that dispelled shadows without harshness, illuminating the landscape with a soft, ethereal glow. This was the light of Apollo, an inherent connection to light established from his very first breath. He arrived without fanfare, without the booming pronouncements of other gods. Instead, his birth was marked by a quiet wonder, a deep sense of reverence that settled over Delos. The island, once a mere speck in the sea, now felt anchored, blessed, truly a sacred place. With his arrival, the light intensified, not blindingly, but with a comforting brilliance. It was as if the sun itself had decided to rest upon the island, bestowing its purest essence upon the newborn god. The air shimmered, and a profound sense of peace descended, a hush that seemed to hold the entire world in its gentle embrace. The natural world around him responded with an immediate, tender awakening. The birds, usually silent in the deepest hours before dawn, began to sing, their melodies soft and harmonious, a welcoming chorus to the bringer of light. The leaves on the trees, once still, now rustled with a gentle whisper, as if sharing a secret of profound joy. Every living thing on Delos seemed to recognize the purity and light that Apollo embodied. His presence brought forth a vibrant life, a blossoming of nature that mirrored the blossoming of his own divine essence. From that moment, Apollo was intrinsically linked to the sun, to its warmth, its clarity, and its life-giving energy. His very being radiated this light, not as a display of power, but as an inherent part of who he was. He was the embodiment of clarity, of truth, and of the gentle illumination that guides the world from darkness into day. This was a god whose power lay not in brute force, but in the harmonious balance of all things, in the beauty of creation, and in the serene rhythm of the cosmos. As the myth tells us, Delos, once a wandering island, became fixed, rooted in place by the very act of his birth. It was as if the island itself found its purpose, its destiny, in becoming the birthplace of the radiant god. The gentle light that accompanied his arrival never truly left Delos. It lingered, a testament to the purity and peace of that sacred moment. And so Apollo, the golden god, began his existence, forever connected to the dawn, to the sun, and to the quiet, miraculous unfolding of light. His presence was a promise, a daily reaffirmation that after every night there would always be a new dawn, bathed in his gentle, guiding light. This is the essence of Apollo, the god whose very being is light, whose touch brings forth beauty, and whose presence fosters harmony. He is the quiet strength that banishes shadows, not with a roar, but with a gentle, persistent glow. His story, like the slow unfolding of dawn, invites us to find peace in the cyclical rhythms of nature, to embrace the light within ourselves, and to rest in the comforting knowledge that even after the deepest night, the sun will always rise again. Let this image of Delos, bathed in the soft, golden light of Apollo's birth, settle gently into your mind. Feel the warmth, the peace, and the profound sense of calm that emanates from this ancient tale. Allow it to lull you further into a state of deep relaxation, preparing you for a restful and peaceful sleep. The gentle unfolding of this myth continues to weave its soothing spell, guiding you towards tranquility. Tonight, as the world outside softly dims, let your mind drift to ancient times, to the gentle dawn of a god's purpose. This is a tale not of thunder or conflict, but of harmony and light, designed to guide you into the deepest, most peaceful sleep. Feel the quiet settle around you, a calm embrace. Apollo, even in his youth, was marked by a profound connection to the world's quiet rhythms. His very essence was light, not a blinding flash, but a soft, golden glow that seemed to emanate from his being, warming everything it touched. This light was a promise, a gentle invitation to clarity and understanding. Let your breath deepen now, in tune with the steady rhythm of this story. Imagine the island of Delos, now firmly anchored, blossoming under Apollo's nascent power. The air there always felt a little lighter, the breezes a little softer, as if nature itself held its breath in his presence. It was on this sacred island that Apollo began to discover his gifts that would shape the very fabric of the world, yet always with a touch of grace and beauty. His hands, even as a young god, possessed an innate understanding of creation. It was said that the first lyre came to him not through struggle, but as a spontaneous gift, a shell transformed by divine touch into an instrument of unparalleled beauty. When his fingers, still small and developing, first brushed its strings, the sound that emerged was not a cacophony, but a melody so pure, so utterly soothing, that even the waves on Delos's shores seemed to hush their murmurs to listen. This was the sound of true harmony, a sound that resonated deep within the soul, gently unwinding any tension, any worry that might cling to you. Feel that music now, a gentle lullaby woven from ancient strings. It was a sound that could calm the most restless spirit, a sound that brought peace to the fluttering leaves and the soaring birds. Apollo played not for applause, but for the sheer joy of creation, for the intrinsic beauty of the notes themselves. His music was a balm, a whispered promise of tranquility. It spoke of sun-drenched fields and starlit nights, of the quiet dignity of ancient trees and the soft murmur of hidden springs. It was the sound of the world breathing, of the universe in perfect balance. Then there was his bow. Unlike the heavy, war-worn weapons of other gods, Apollo's bow was crafted with elegant precision, light as a feather, yet capable of remarkable accuracy. His arrows, too, were not fashioned for destruction, but for purpose. They flew with a whisper, finding their mark with an almost poetic grace. He practiced not for battle, but for mastery, for the exquisite control of mind and body working in perfect unison. Imagine him, a youthful figure on the shores of Delos, drawing the string with effortless ease, an arrow soaring silently through the air, perhaps to pluck a single, ripe fruit from a distant tree, or to guide a lost seabird back to its nest. This was Apollo's way. His archery was a dance, a meditation, an extension of his innate harmony. There was no aggression in his stance, only focused serenity. The snap of the bowstring was a crisp, clean sound, a punctuation mark in the quiet symphony of the island. It was the sound of intention, of a gentle yet powerful will. His arrows were messengers of precision, not of harm. They represented the ability to find the exact point, the perfect balance, in any situation. As the sun began its slow descent each day, casting long, golden shadows across Delos, Apollo would often sit by the shore, his lyre resting gently in his lap, his bow laid beside him. The air would fill with his melodies, soft and shimmering, blending with the natural sounds of the evening. The crickets would chirp in time, the cicadas would hum a gentle drone, and the waves would lap the sand with a soothing, rhythmic whisper. It was a time of profound peace, a sacred interlude between the vibrant light of day and the deep stillness of night. This was the essence of Apollo's early gifts: the lyre, a symbol of emotional harmony and creative expression, and the bow, a representation of precise intention and graceful mastery. Both were tools of balance, instruments for bringing order and beauty to the world, not through force, but through gentle influence. He brought forth beauty and order, not through conflict, but through the quiet power of his being. Feel the echoes of this ancient harmony within you now. Let the gentle strumming of Apollo's lyre soothe any lingering thoughts, any small worries that might still be present. Allow the image of his graceful archery to remind you of the beauty of focus, the power of gentle precision. This is the comfort of a world in balance, a world where even divine power manifests as peace. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, remember Apollo's gentle touch, his harmonious gifts. Let the soft, golden light that surrounds him in this story envelop you, a blanket of calm and tranquility. There is no need for effort, no need for striving. Simply let go and allow the ancient whispers of Delos, the soft melodies of the lyre, and the silent grace of the bow to guide you deeper into rest. This is the promise of Apollo's dawn, a gentle awakening to peace, preparing you for the deepest slumber. You are safe, you are held, and the world around you is settling into a quiet, harmonious rhythm. Tonight, as the world settles into its quiet repose, we turn our thoughts to the radiant deity, whose very essence is light, Apollo. This journey into the heart of ancient Greek lore is designed to help you drift into a peaceful slumber, carried by the gentle rhythm of myth. Feel the soft embrace of the night around you, letting go of the day's concerns. Imagine, if you will, the island of Delos, where Apollo first drew breath, a place once wandering, now fixed and sacred, blooming with the promise of his divine presence. This sacred isle, bathed in a gentle, pervasive warmth, became the cradle for a god whose light was not blinding, but a comforting brilliance, a beacon of serenity, the tender awakening of the natural world on Delos, the soft rustle of leaves, the quiet chorus of birds, all responded to Apollo's purity and light. This was the beginning of his journey, a path illuminated by harmony and balance. His lyre, a spontaneous gift from a simple shell, produced melodies so pure, so utterly soothing, that they became a balm for any troubled soul. And his bow, crafted with elegant precision, sent arrows flying with poetic grace, not for destruction, but for mastery and focus. These were the early gifts, the nascent expressions of a god destined to bring order and beauty to the world. Now, let us turn our gaze to a grander destiny, one that awaits Apollo in the quiet unfolding of time. There is a vision, a distant whisper of a task that will one day be his. Imagine, if you will, the sun chariot. It is not yet his to command, but its ethereal glow, even from afar, casts a gentle light upon his path. This is the first mention of the sun chariot as a future duty, a magnificent responsibility that will one day fall upon his shoulders. Feel the soft, golden light that emanates from it, a warmth that is both distant and deeply familiar. It is a promise, a soft hum of cosmic purpose. Apollo, in his serene contemplation, often felt this subtle pull, this gentle knowing of what was to come. They say he would sometimes gaze eastward, long before dawn, and see not just the burgeoning light, but the faint, shimmering outline of the sun chariot, patiently awaiting its time. This vision was not a burden, but a quiet anticipation, a peaceful acceptance of his grand role. The connection between Apollo and the sun's journey was already being reinforced, a bond woven into the very fabric of his being. He understood, with a deep, inherent wisdom, that the daily journey of the sun across the sky would one day be his to guide. Let your mind drift with this image. The sun chariot, a magnificent vehicle of light, poised on the horizon of time, waiting for its divine charioteer. Its glow, though distant, is already a part of Apollo's essence, a soft radiance that speaks of his destiny. This gentle glow is not overpowering. Instead, it is a soothing presence, a quiet assurance of the harmony he would bring to the cosmos. Feel the warmth of this distant light, like a comforting blanket settling over you. There is no rush, no urgency, only the tranquil unfolding of a divine plan. Apollo's contemplation of this future was always serene. He understood that the sun chariot was more than just a task. It was a symbol of the order and balance he was meant to uphold. His quiet visits to Olympus, learning from the elder gods about the cosmic order, further prepared him for this majestic undertaking. The atmosphere there was one of serene wisdom and shared understanding, not boisterous revelry. He absorbed the lessons, not with ambition, but with a deep sense of responsibility and a quiet eagerness to fulfill his purpose. This was a time of peaceful growth, of subtle preparation for the grandest of journeys. The sun chariot, with its gentle, distant glow, was a constant, subtle reminder. It was a promise whispered on the celestial winds, a destiny woven into the very fabric of the heavens. Apollo's connection to the sun's journey was not just a future role, it was an innate part of who he was. From the moment he drew breath on Delos, bathed in that comforting brilliance, his path was intertwined with the daily dance of light and shadow. He was the god of light, and the sun chariot was the ultimate expression of that divine essence. Imagine the sun's steeds, those magnificent creatures of light, residing in their celestial stables. They are not yet under Apollo's direct command, but their ethereal beauty, their gentle natures, and the quiet bond Apollo would eventually form with them were already part of this unfolding destiny. He would often visit these stables in his meditations, observing the luminous steeds, their coats shimmering with starlight, their eyes holding the wisdom of ages. This peaceful description of the celestial stables highlights the gentle, harmonious aspects of his future role. There was no forceful training, no demanding preparation, but rather a quiet, respectful understanding that would grow over time. This quiet anticipation of his grand role was a source of profound peace for Apollo. He knew that one day he would guide the sun chariot across the sky, bringing forth the dawn, illuminating the world with his radiant presence. This knowledge settled within him like a soft, warm light, guiding his every action. The gentle glow of the sun chariot, even from afar, infused his being with a sense of purpose and calm. It was a beacon of his destiny, a silent promise of the harmony he would bring to the world each day. Let this image of the sun chariot, waiting patiently for its destined charioteer, fill your mind with a sense of peaceful anticipation. Feel the subtle warmth of its distant glow, a light that speaks of order, beauty, and the gentle unfolding of time. This is the essence of Apollo, a god whose power is serene, not thunderous, whose light is a comforting brilliance, and whose journey is intertwined with the very rhythm of the cosmos. As you drift deeper into relaxation, let the thought of this ancient lore guide you towards a night of restful sleep. The sun chariot, a magnificent vehicle of light and warmth, represents not just a daily task, but a cosmic ballet, a harmonious dance across the heavens. Apollo's role in this, though still a future duty, was already a part of his very being. His contemplation of this grand undertaking was always marked by a deep sense of peace and a quiet readiness. He understood that the sun's journey was a sacred trust, a daily renewal of the world, and he was destined to be its gentle guide. So, as the night deepens and your eyelids grow heavy, hold onto this serene image, the gentle glow of the sun chariot, the quiet anticipation of Apollo, and the promise of a new dawn, all combine to create a tranquil space for your mind to rest. This is the essence of Greek myths lore to sleep to, a journey into ancient wisdom designed to bring you peace. Feel the last vestiges of your day slip away, replaced by the calming presence of these timeless tales. Let the gentle light of Apollo guide you into the deepest, most restorative sleep. His connection to the sun's journey, a bond of light and harmony, now becomes your lullaby. Tonight, let this gentle tale of Greek myths lore to sleep transport you. This evening, we journey with Apollo, the radiant god, as he quietly prepares for his destined role, guiding the magnificent sun chariot across the heavens. Feel the calming presence of the ancient world envelop you, as the soft whispers of divine wisdom guide your thoughts towards peaceful slumber. Let this story unfold like a soothing lullaby, painting scenes of serene beauty and cosmic harmony. Apollo, known for his gentle nature and his ability to bring light and order, spent much of his youth not in boisterous revelry, but in quiet contemplation. His early days on Delos were filled with the soft melodies of his lyre, each note a gentle caress upon the air, and the graceful arc of his bow, his arrows finding their mark with an almost meditative precision. Instead of seeking grand pronouncements, Apollo often sought out the tranquil corners of Olympus, the home of the gods, where wisdom flowed like a gentle river. This was not the Olympus of thunderous pronouncements and fiery debates, but a more hushed, contemplative space, especially during the quiet hours. Imagine the soft, ethereal glow that permeated the very air of Olympus as Apollo walked its hallowed halls. The marble gleamed with an inner light, and the distant sounds of divine activity were muted, almost like a gentle hum in the background. There he would often find the elder gods in their quieter moments, their forms radiating a calm, knowing energy. He learned much from these gentle counsels. Apollo would sit, listening intently as the deities spoke of the cosmic order, the delicate balance of the universe, and the intricate dance of the celestial bodies. They did not speak in commands, but in shared understanding, offering insights gleaned from eons of existence. The discussions were not lectures, but rather a serene exchange of knowledge, a weaving together of ancient truths. The very air seemed to shimmer with the soft glow of their divine presence, a comforting warmth that permeated every corner of the sacred mountain. Zeus, the king of the gods, would often share his wisdom with Apollo. His voice, usually powerful and commanding, would soften to a gentle murmur when discussing the intricacies of the cosmos. The heavens, my dear Apollo, Zeus might say with a calm voice, are a tapestry woven with threads of light and shadow, each thread essential to the whole. The sun chariot, which you are destined to guide, is but one of those threads, yet a most vital one. Its journey is not merely a physical act, but a profound symbol of life's continuous renewal, a daily promise to the world below. Apollo would nod, his eyes reflecting the soft glow of the divine light, absorbing every word. He understood that his role was not merely to pull the sun across the sky, but to maintain the delicate rhythm of existence, to ensure the gentle transition from night to day, and to bring the comforting warmth of light to the world. He learned that the sun's path was a carefully orchestrated ballet, a dance of immense power tempered by precise control, and that his own gentle nature made him uniquely suited for this sacred task. Other deities, too, contributed to Apollo's gentle education. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, would speak of the patterns of the stars and the subtle influence they held over the mortal realm. Her words, precise and clear, would paint vivid pictures of the celestial mechanics, helping Apollo to grasp the profound responsibility that awaited him. She might explain the intricate orbital paths of planets, the subtle gravitational pulls that kept the cosmos in perfect alignment, and how the sun chariot's journey was intrinsically linked to these grand celestial movements. He would listen, his mind open and receptive, understanding that true power lay not in force, but in harmony and understanding. This was a learning process rooted in serenity, a quiet unfolding of destiny, where every piece of knowledge contributed to a deeper appreciation of the cosmic tapestry. Even Hera, often depicted with a stern demeanor, would offer her unique perspective on the cycles of life and renewal, reminding Apollo of the interconnectedness of all things. She might speak of the earth's response to the sun's warmth, the blossoming of life, and the delicate balance required for growth and sustenance. Her insights, though sometimes delivered with a regal air, were always imbued with a deep understanding of the natural world, reinforcing the idea that the sun chariot's journey was part of a larger living system. Apollo recognized that each god, in their own way, contributed to the grand cosmic design, and that his part, guiding the sun chariot, was a crucial piece of this magnificent puzzle. The discussions about cosmic balance were never rushed or urgent. Instead, they flowed like the gentle current of a peaceful river, allowing ample time for contemplation and absorption, each lesson settling softly into his divine consciousness. The soft glow of divine presence was a constant companion during these quiet gatherings. It wasn't a blinding light, but a gentle luminescence that emanated from the gods themselves, casting a warm, reassuring ambience. This light seemed to hum with ancient knowledge, a silent testament to the wisdom that had accumulated over countless ages. Apollo felt a deep sense of belonging in these moments, a profound connection to the very essence of the universe. He understood that his journey with the sun chariot would be an extension of this divine harmony, a daily act of bringing order and light to the world. He learned that the sun's light was not merely a physical phenomenon, but a spiritual one, capable of inspiring hope, fostering growth, and soothing troubled souls. There was a serene understanding that settled over Apollo during these councils. He knew his path was clear, yet not without its challenges. However, the wisdom he absorbed from the elder gods, the gentle guidance they offered, filled him with a quiet confidence. He understood that the sun chariot was not a burden, but a profound privilege, a way to express his very essence as the god of light and order. This was not a power to be wielded aggressively, but a responsibility to be embraced with grace and dedication, a daily act of cosmic stewardship. He began to see the sun chariot not as a separate entity, but as an extension of his own being, a vessel through which his gentle light could touch every corner of the world. The very notion of the sun chariot began to feel less like a distant concept and more like a natural extension of his being. He imagined the luminous steeds not as wild beasts, but as gentle, powerful creatures, ready to embark on their daily journey with him. The thought of guiding them across the sky filled him with a quiet anticipation, a serene readiness. He saw his future role as a cosmic ballet, a dance of light and warmth that would bring comfort and clarity to the world below. He envisioned the subtle shifts of the reins, the silent communication with the steeds, the seamless flow of light across the waking world. This quiet preparation, this gentle learning, was foundational to Apollo's character. It shaped him into the serene and dedicated deity he was destined to become. The wisdom of Olympus, imparted not through force, but through gentle counsel, became a part of his very being. As he walked away from these gatherings, the soft glow of divine presence seemed to linger around him, a constant reminder of the cosmic harmony he would soon embody. He carried with him not just knowledge, but a deep sense of peace, a quiet assurance that he was ready for the grand task that awaited him. Let this image of Apollo's serene dedication, his quiet absorption of ancient wisdom, guide you towards a restful night. Imagine the gentle hum of Olympus, the soft glow of divine presence, and the comforting knowledge that cosmic order prevails. This is the essence of Greek myths lore to sleep, a soothing journey into tales of light and harmony. Feel yourself drifting, carried by the gentle current of this ancient story, as the thought of Apollo and the sun chariot brings a sense of peace to your mind. Let this feeling of tranquility deepen, allowing your body and mind to relax completely, ready for the embrace of a peaceful sleep. Tonight, let this gentle narrative carry you deeper into the quiet lore of Greek mythology, a perfect tale to drift off to sleep with. Imagine this serene setting, far above the mortal world, where the very air hums with a soft, warm light. This is where Apollo's journey truly began, a journey not of conquest, but of quiet understanding and profound connection. Feel the calmness of this place, a sanctuary of cosmic peace. Feel the gentle warmth that permeates the celestial stables, a place unlike any on earth. There, the air shimmered with an ethereal glow, not harsh or blinding, but soft, like a perpetual dawn. Instead of stone or wood, the stables seemed woven from spun starlight and gilded clouds. each surface radiating a comforting, subtle warmth. Imagine the softest breezes carrying the scent of ambrosia and celestial blossoms, whispering through the open arches. This was the sanctuary of the sun steeds, the magnificent beings destined to draw the sun chariot across the heavens. The very ground beneath their hooves felt like cushioned velvet, absorbing any sound, creating an atmosphere of profound stillness. The sun steeds themselves were creatures of breathtaking beauty and profound gentleness. Their coats, instead of typical earthly hues, shimmered with the colors of sunrise and sunset, shifting from pearlescent white to fiery gold, then to the deepest twilight indigo. Their manets and tails flowed like molten light, catching and refracting the ambient glow, trailing soft luminescence with every movement. But it was their eyes that truly captivated. Large and luminous, they held an ancient wisdom, a serene understanding of their cosmic purpose. They were not wild or untamed, but possessed a quiet power, a gentle strength that spoke of their divine origin. Each breath they took was slow and rhythmic, a soft, almost imperceptible sigh that added to the tranquil atmosphere of the stables. Their forms, though immense, moved with an effortless grace, a testament to their inherent connection to the celestial dance. Apollo, in his quiet contemplation, often spent hours in their presence. He would approach them with a reverence that mirrored their own serene nature. There was no need for grand gestures or commanding tones. Instead, Apollo would simply stand among them, his hand extended, allowing them to approach him on their own accord. And they always did. With soft nudges of their luminous muzzles, they would greet him, their warm breath a gentle caress against his palm. He would stroke their silken coats, feeling the subtle vibrations of their immense power held in such gentle restraint. This was not merely the act of a god with his mounts. It was the forming of a deep, unspoken bond, a mutual respect that transcended words, a silent pact of shared destiny. Let your mind drift to the soft sounds within these celestial stables. There was the gentle rustle of their luminous manets as they shifted their weight, a sound like distant, silken whispers. The soft thud of a hoof on the shimmering stable floor, cushioned by the ethereal material, was barely audible. A deep, resonant hum that vibrated through the air. You might hear the soft, rhythmic breathing of the sun steeds, a sound so calming it could lull any worries away. It was a symphony of serenity, a lullaby woven from light and quiet power. Apollo, with his finely tuned senses, absorbed every nuance of this piece, allowing it to settle deep within his being. He learned their individual temperaments, the subtle flick of an ear, the gentle nuzzle that meant affection, the soft whicker that signaled contentment. He learned to anticipate their needs, to move with them in a silent dance of understanding, preparing himself for the day he would guide them across the heavens. Imagine Apollo, his own presence radiating a calm, golden light, moving among these magnificent creatures. He was not there to command, but to connect. He understood that the sun chariot was not simply a vehicle, but a living, breathing entity, intrinsically linked to these celestial steeds, and his role, therefore, was not merely to drive, but to guide, to harmonize with their immense power. He would brush their shimmering coats with a soft, golden cloth, his movements slow and deliberate, each stroke a meditation. The sun's steeds would lean into his touch, their eyes half closed in blissful contentment. There was a profound sense of trust that blossomed between them, a trust built on countless hours of quiet companionship, a shared understanding of the sacred task ahead. This was Apollo's preparation, a vital part of his destiny. He was not just learning to hold the reins, he was learning to feel the pulse of the sun itself, to understand the rhythm of its journey across the sky through the very beings that powered it. He understood that the success of his daily task, the bringing of light and warmth to the world, depended on this deep, unwavering connection. He knew that the journey of the sun chariot was a delicate balance, a dance of immense power and gentle guidance, and in these serene stables, amidst the soft glow and the rhythmic breathing of the sun steeds, he was mastering that delicate art, preparing for the day he would take his place as the sun's gentle charioteer. Let this image of Apollo, serene and connected, settle in your mind. Feel the gentle warmth of the celestial stables, the soft light that bathes everything in its comforting glow. Imagine the magnificent sun steeds, their luminous forms radiating peace, their gentle eyes reflecting the ancient wisdom of the cosmos. There is no rush, no urgency, only the quiet rhythm of preparation, the steady building of a profound bond. This is the essence of Apollo's journey, a testament to the power of gentle dedication. As you listen, feel your own breath begin to synchronize with the imagined rhythm of the sun steeds. Let the soft, whispering sounds of their celestial home wash over you, easing any tension from your body. This is a place of absolute peace, a sanctuary where even the most immense power is held with grace and gentleness. Apollo's quiet dedication, his calm presence among these wondrous beings, serves as a reminder that true strength often lies not in force, but in harmony and understanding. He learned that to guide the sun, one must first learn to be still, to listen, and to connect with the very essence of light. This deep connection with the sun steeds was crucial for Apollo's future role. He understood that they were not mere animals, but divine partners in his cosmic task. Their well-being, their comfort, and their willingness to undertake the arduous daily journey were paramount. He learned to communicate with them not through words, but through energy, through the gentle touch of his hands, and through the quiet resonance of his own being. There was a silent language that passed between them, a language of mutual respect and shared purpose, a bond that would ensure the seamless flow of light across the world. The sun chariot, when it was eventually presented to him, would not be a foreign object, but an extension of these very creatures, and by extension, an extension of his own will, guided by the wisdom he gained here. The soft light that emanated from the sun's steeds was a reflection of their inner purity, their untainted essence. Apollo would often simply sit among them, meditating on their serene power, allowing their peaceful energy to infuse his own spirit. This was his sanctuary, his training ground, and his place of profound connection. A haven where the future of the world's light was gently shaped. Feel the soft, warm light of the celestial stables gently envelop you. Let the image of Apollo, calm and centered, interacting with his magnificent, luminous sun steeds, bring a deep sense of tranquility. This is the quiet power of the divine, a gentle strength that flows through all things. There is no fear here, only a profound sense of belonging and peace. The rhythmic breathing of the sun's steeds, the soft glow of their coats, and the silent understanding between them and Apollo all contribute to this atmosphere of perfect calm. Let this image be your guide as you drift into a peaceful slumber. The sun will always rise, guided by a gentle hand and a serene heart. Tonight, let this story gently carry you away. This tale speaks of Apollo, the one who would guide the sun. Feel the calm settle around you as we imagine a time long ago, a time when the world was new and the gods walked among the stars. The air was soft, filled with the scent of distant blossoms and the quiet hum of creation. This is where Apollo found his purpose, a path that led him to the celestial steeds and the sun chariot itself. Let your mind drift as we explore his serene dedication. Apollo was not one for boisterous displays or grand pronouncements. Instead, he sought out the quiet corners of Olympus. There he listened, he observed, he learned. He spent countless hours watching Helios, the revered sun god, on his daily journey across the vast expanse of the sky. This was not a hurried watch, but a patient, respectful observation, a deep communion with the rhythm of the cosmos. Imagine the soft glow of dawn, painting the horizon with hues of rose and gold. Helios would emerge, his chariot a magnificent beacon of light, drawn by the powerful sun steeds. The sun chariot itself seemed to breathe, a living extension of the light it carried, its golden frame shimmering with an inner fire. Apollo would position himself on a high peak, perhaps on Delos, or another sacred island, where the view was unobstructed. He would watch as Helios took the reins, not with a forceful grip, but with a gentle, knowing touch. The sun chariot would begin its ascent, a smooth, unwavering climb into the heavens. There was no struggle, no strain, only a seamless, rhythmic movement that spoke of profound harmony. The sun steeds, those magnificent creatures woven from starlight and gilded clouds, responded to Helios's subtle guidance with an innate understanding. Their powerful hooves, though unseen, would beat a silent rhythm against the celestial path, propelling the sun chariot forward with effortless grace, leaving trails of shimmering light in their wake. Apollo noticed the delicate balance. Helios did not command the sun steeds, he coaxed them. He did not force the sun chariot, he flowed with it. There was an unspoken language between God, steed, and chariot, a dance of light and purpose. This was the subtle art of guiding the sun. It was about feeling the pulse of the light, understanding the temperament of the sun's steeds, and knowing the precise moment to nudge, to ease, to allow. Apollo absorbed every detail, every nuanced movement of Helios's hands, every subtle shift in the sun chariot's trajectory. He saw how the light changed from the soft, awakening glow of morning to the brilliant intensity of midday, and then to the gentle, fading warmth of dusk. He noted how Helios' fiery nature, while powerful, sometimes brought a harshness to the midday sun, a contrast that highlighted Apollo's own gentle approach. The peaceful transition of light and shadow became a lesson in itself. Helios never rushed the descent. Instead, the sun chariot would gradually lower, its light softening, painting the evening sky with vibrant oranges, purples, and deep blues. The sun's steeds would slow their pace, their powerful forms becoming silhouettes against the twilight. There was a profound serenity in this daily conclusion, a quiet acceptance of the day's end and the promise of a new dawn. Apollo understood that this transition was not merely the setting of the sun, but a gentle lullaby for the world, inviting rest and renewal. He saw how Helios, with quiet reverence, would guide the sun chariot to its resting place, preparing it for the next day's journey, a ritual of cosmic importance. This observational learning was calm and deeply personal for Apollo. He didn't ask questions, he simply absorbed. He didn't seek explicit instruction, he sought understanding through quiet contemplation. This was his path to mastery, a path paved with patience and a deep respect for the established order. The sun chariot to Apollo was not just a vehicle, but a living entity, an extension of the sun's steeds and the very essence of light. He understood that his role, should he ever take the reins, would be one of guardianship, of maintaining this delicate cosmic rhythm. Feel the quiet wisdom in this, the gentle unfolding of purpose. Let this imagery of the sun chariot, guided with such grace, bring a sense of peace to your mind tonight. Imagine the soft, rhythmic sound of the sun chariot, a sound only Apollo could truly perceive, a gentle hum that resonated with the very fabric of the universe. This was the sound of cosmic balance, of light and shadow dancing in perfect harmony. Apollo learned that guiding the sun was not about strength, but about attunement. It was about knowing when to let the sun's steeds surge forward and when to rein them in with a whisper. He learned that the sun chariot moved not by force, but by intention, by the pure will of its guide. Helios embodied this, a being of immense power, yet moving, a being of immense power, yet moving with such delicate precision, a precision Apollo sought to refine even further with his own gentle touch. The daily cycle of light was described serenely through Helios' journey. Each sunrise was a gentle awakening, each sunset a soft farewell. Apollo watched as the light touched the world, bringing warmth, growth, and life. He saw how the shadows lengthened and shortened, how the colors of the earth changed under the sun's gaze. This was a grand, silent symphony conducted by Helios and his magnificent sun chariot, and Apollo, a quiet student, absorbed every note, every subtle shift in the light's intensity and hue. He understood that this rhythm was essential, a comfort for all living things. The predictability of the sun's journey brought stability, a steady pulse to the world, a constant reassurance that order would prevail. Instead of seeking glory, Apollo sought understanding. Instead of demanding power, he cultivated patience. There on Delos, or wherever he chose to observe, he became one with the rhythm of the sun chariot. He felt the subtle shifts in the air, the changes in the light, the unspoken communication between Helios and the sun steeds. This was his training ground, a silent classroom under the vast, open sky. He learned that the sun chariot was more than just a conveyance. It was a symbol of life itself, a constant, reassuring presence. Let this image of Apollo, in quiet contemplation, bring a sense of calm to your evening. He understood that his own gentle nature would allow him to guide the sun chariot with a nuanced grace that would benefit all creation. The gentle movement of the sun chariot across the heavens was a meditation for Apollo. He would close his eyes and feel the light on his face, imagining himself holding the reins, guiding the sun steeds with the same gentle mastery he observed in Helios. He envisioned the sun chariot responding to his touch, gliding effortlessly through the celestial sphere, its golden frame humming with harmonious energy. This was not a dream of conquest, but a dream of stewardship, of fulfilling a sacred duty with grace and harmony. He understood that the power of the sun was immense, but that its true beauty lay in its gentle, consistent delivery, a warmth that nurtured rather than scorched. This learning was observational and calm, perfectly aligned with Apollo's gentle nature. He did not interrupt Helios, nor did he seek to prove himself. Instead, he allowed the wisdom of the sun chariot's journey to wash over him, to seep into his very being. He learned that true guidance came not from assertion, but from understanding. He learned that the sun steeds, though powerful, craved a gentle hand, a knowing touch that spoke of trust and partnership. This was the foundation of his future role, a testament to his serene dedication, a quiet preparation for a cosmic ballet. The smooth transition of Helios's role was evident in every aspect of the sun chariot's journey. There was never a jarring movement, never a sudden change. The light flowed, the day progressed, and the night arrived with an almost imperceptible ease. This fluidity, this seamlessness, was what Apollo most admired and sought to emulate. He knew that when his time came, the world would need a gentle hand to guide the sun chariot, a hand that understood the delicate balance between light and shadow, a hand that could bring forth dawn with a tender caress. Tonight, as you drift closer to sleep, imagine this scene. Imagine Apollo, a young god, full of quiet wisdom, watching the sun chariot. Feel the gentle warmth of the sun as it travels across the sky, bringing comfort and light. Let the rhythmic journey of the sun steeds lull you into a peaceful slumber. The Greek myths offer such tranquility, such ancient wisdom. This story of Apollo and the sun chariot is one of harmony, of gentle power, and of the soothing rhythm of life itself. Let this imagery fill your thoughts, guiding you towards deep and restorative sleep. The sun chariot continues its journey, even in your dreams, a constant beacon of peace, a promise of gentle light. Tonight, let this gentle narrative carry you into a realm of ancient peace, where the soft glow of destiny illuminates the path to restful slumber. Feel the quiet calm of the cosmos as we continue Apollo's journey, a journey not of thunderous might, but of serene purpose and gentle acceptance. This is the story of how Apollo, the god of light and music, embraced his divine duty with a grace that soothed the very fabric of existence. Instead of a forceful transition, imagine a seamless, almost ethereal passing of the torch, or rather, the reins. The moment arrived, not with a dramatic flourish, but with the quiet dignity befitting such a sacred trust. There, in a chamber bathed in the softest golden light, stood Apollo. This light, emanating from no single source, seemed to be woven from the very essence of dawn, a warm, comforting glow that embraced everything within its gentle reach. It was the light of understanding, of readiness, of an ancient promise quietly fulfilling itself. The air itself hummed with a subtle, harmonious vibration, like the lingering echo of a perfectly struck lyre string, a melody of cosmic alignment. Instead of a heavy burden, the golden reins were presented as a testament to his quiet dedication. They were not merely instruments of control, but conduits of cosmic harmony, imbued with the wisdom of countless sunrises and the memory of every gentle dusk. Imagine the reins, shimmering within, inner luminescence, almost floating as they were offered. They seemed to pulse with a gentle energy, inviting rather than demanding his touch. This was not a command, but an invitation, a sacred trust extended to one who had proven worthy through patience and quiet contemplation, through a lifetime of gentle preparation. Apollo, his gaze steady and serene, extended his hands. There was no hesitation, no doubt, only a profound sense of rightness. As his fingers brushed against the cool, smooth gold, a wave of warmth spread through him, a gentle affirmation of his destiny. This warmth was not a sudden surge of power, but a deep, resonant hum that settled into his very core, aligning him with the rhythm of the cosmos. Feel this connection, a soft current flowing from the reins through his hands and into his being, confirming that this was where he belonged. This was his path, a path illuminated by his own inherent light. The transfer of the reins was depicted with profound peace. There was no fanfare, no pronouncements, only a silent understanding that passed between the giver and the receiver. It was a moment suspended in time, filled with an unspoken reverence for the immense responsibility being undertaken. The quiet acceptance in Apollo's eyes spoke volumes, reflecting years spent in contemplation on Delos, learning from the gentle wisdom shared by Zeus and other elder gods on Olympus. He had not sought this power, but had grown into it, naturally and gracefully, like a blossom unfolding towards the morning sun, destined to bring forth its gentle warmth. This peaceful transition was a testament to Apollo's gentle nature. He was not a god of conquest, but of order, of light, and of healing. The sun chariot in his hands would not be a scorching fire, but a nurturing presence, guiding the world through its daily rhythm with grace and precision. Imagine the soft click as the golden reins settled into his grip, a sound almost imperceptible, yet resonating with the weight of the universe. It was the sound of destiny finding its true course, of a divine purpose gently embraced, a quiet symphony of cosmic alignment. Apollo's acceptance was calm and ready, devoid of any trace of arrogance or fear. He had spent countless hours in the celestial stables, forming a deep, unspoken bond with the magnificent sun steeds. He understood that the sun chariot was not just a vehicle, but a living entity, an extension of these luminous beings. His preparation had been thorough, rooted in respect and understanding, not in brute force. He knew that guiding the sun chariot was about attunement, about a delicate dance between god and steed, a silent conversation understood through touch and presence, a partnership built on mutual trust. Instead of a sudden burst of energy, there was a profound sense of quiet strength emanating from Apollo. He had observed Helios, the current sun god, guiding the sun chariot with such gentle mastery, learning that guiding the sun was about attunement, not force. This observational learning, rooted in patience, had shaped him into the serene and dedicated deity destined to bring light and order to the world. And now, with the golden reins in his hands, he felt the culmination of that quiet preparation, a readiness that settled over him like a warm, comforting blanket, a gentle glow from within. The scene emphasized sacred trust above all else. This was not a handover of power, but a passing of responsibility, a continuation of an ancient covenant between the divine and the cosmic order. The reins were a symbol of this trust, a tangible representation of the delicate balance Apollo was now tasked with maintaining. There was a palpable sense of reverence in the air, a recognition of the profound significance of this moment. This trust was not given lightly, nor was it received without deep understanding of its implications, a silent promise of gentle stewardship. Let the warm, comforting glow of this moment envelop you, just as it enveloped Apollo. Feel the peaceful transition of responsibility, a silent symphony of destiny unfolding. The sun chariot awaited, not as a challenge, but as a partner in his divine journey. The sun's steeds, those magnificent creatures woven from starlight, seemed to stir in anticipation, sensing the gentle hand that would now guide them across the heavens. Their connection with Apollo was already profound, built on shared moments of quiet understanding in the celestial stables, a bond of light and trust. There was an almost imperceptible shift in the atmosphere of Olympus, a subtle hum of recognition that a new era was dawning, guided by a gentle hand. The Greek pantheon, in their wisdom, had chosen well, knowing that the sun chariot required not a forceful master, but a harmonious guide. And Apollo, with the golden reins now firmly in his grasp, was exactly that. He embodied the essence of light, not as a blinding force, but as a nurturing presence, illuminating the world with warmth and clarity, a gentle beacon of hope. Imagine the quiet confidence in Apollo's stance, a testament to his readiness. He was prepared not just by strength, but by understanding, by a deep reverence for the cosmic dance he was about to join. The sun chariot, a symbol of life's constant, reassuring presence, was now his to guide. And as the golden light in the chamber intensified, not blindingly, but with a soft, inviting glow, Apollo felt the full weight and beauty of his sacred trust. Let this image of gentle power and serene acceptance guide you now towards a peaceful sleep. Tonight, let the gentle hum of ancient Greek lore lull you into a peaceful slumber. This evening, we continue our journey with Apollo, the gentle god of light, as he takes his first serene flight with the sun chariot. Feel the quiet magic of dawn unfold around you as we begin. Imagine, if you will, the world still cloaked in the soft embrace of night. There is a hush, a stillness that precedes the very first blush of morning. Instead of a sudden burst, Apollo orchestrates the dawn with an exquisite, unhurried grace. He stands ready, his hands resting lightly on the golden reins of the sun chariot, a sense of quiet anticipation filling the air. The sun's steeds, magnificent and powerful, stand before him, their breath a soft, misty cloud in the pre-dawn chill. They know his touch, they feel his calm presence, and they are ready to embark on this sacred journey with him, their luminous forms shimmering with eagerness. This is not a race, nor a display of overwhelming power. Instead, it is a tender unveiling, a slow awakening. Apollo, with his deep understanding of cosmic harmony, allows the first slivers of light to emerge from the eastern horizon. These are not harsh beams, but rather delicate, almost shy tendrils of gold and rose. They stretch hesitantly across the vast expanse of the sky, painting the darkness with the softest of hues, revealing the world with a gentle caress. Feel the quiet reverence as the world prepares to greet its new day, a day born of Apollo's gentle will. Apollo guides the sun chariot with a subtle hand, a mere suggestion of movement. The sun's steeds respond to his gentle will, their powerful forms moving with a serene, rhythmic precision. There is no thunderous gallop, no fiery explosion of light. Instead, the sound of the sun chariot is a soft, rhythmic hum, a gentle whisper that resonates with the quiet unfolding of dawn. Imagine the sun's steeds' hooves barely touching the celestial path, their movements as fluid as the rising tide, leaving trails of shimmering starlight in their wake. This is the sound of peace, the sound of order, the sound of the world slowly coming to life, guided by a divine, gentle hand. As the sun chariot ascends, the colors in the sky deepen, evolving from faint pastels to richer, more vibrant tones. Apollo watches with a tranquil gaze, his focus unwavering. He is attuned to every subtle shift in the air, every gentle pull of the reins. His control is not about dominance, but about partnership with the sun's steeds. They move as one, a seamless extension of his serene will, their powerful forms working in perfect concert with his gentle guidance. This is the essence of his stewardship, a divine responsibility carried with profound calmness and an innate understanding of balance. Below, the world begins to stir. The first birds offer their soft, sleepy chirps, tentative at first, then growing in confidence as the light strengthens. Flowers, still dewy from the night, slowly unfurl their petals, turning their faces towards the nascent glow, their colors becoming more vivid with each passing moment. Imagine the gentle rustle of leaves as a soft breeze awakens them, carrying the fresh scent of morning, mingling with the sweet fragrance of blooming jasmine. There is a sense of peaceful awakening, a quiet gratitude for the returning light, a world sighing contentedly as it embraces the new day. Apollo's journey across the sky is a testament to his gentle nature. He understands that light is not merely illumination, but also warmth, comfort, and nourishment. He brings the day not with a fanfare, but with a quiet, reassuring presence. The golden rays that now spread across the land are soft and inviting, dispelling the lingering shadows without force, painting the landscape with a tender, golden wash. They caress the peaks of the mountains, gently warm the valleys, and dance on the surface of the still waters, bringing life and clarity to every corner. Feel the light begin to touch your face, a soft, comforting warmth that encourages relaxation. Let the image of Apollo, serene and focused, guiding the sun chariot, fill your mind. He is the embodiment of balance, of harmony, of the perfect rhythm of the cosmos. This gentle ascent is a promise, a daily renewal, a quiet reassurance that order prevails. There is no urgency in his flight, only a steady, unwavering progression, a continuous flow of gentle light. The sun chariot continues its ascent, a magnificent, yet understated presence in the sky. The sun's steeds, their coats gleaming with the nascent light, move with an effortless grace. Their powerful muscles ripple beneath their skin, but their movements are smooth, almost ethereal, a testament to their divine nature. They are perfectly aligned with Apollo's gentle guidance, a testament to the bond formed through respectful observation and quiet understanding. He had spent so much time observing Helios, learning the nuances, feeling the subtle shifts in the reins, understanding the unique personalities of each of the sun steeds. This preparation now allows for this seamless, tranquil flight, a perfect symphony of movement and light. Imagine the quiet beauty of a Greek island like Delos as it begins to awaken. The whitewashed houses slowly emerge from the pre-dawn gloom, their colors brightening with each passing moment, reflecting the soft, golden light. The olive groves, silver green in the soft light, stand silent and ancient, their leaves shimmering. The sea, once a dark expanse, now begins to shimmer with hints of blue and turquoise, its surface gently rippling. There is a profound sense of peace, a feeling of timelessness that settles over the land, a quiet hum of life beginning anew. This is the world Apollo nurtures, the world he gently guides into the light, with every ray a tender blessing. This quiet ascent is a reflection of Apollo's character. He is not the thunderous Zeus, nor the fiery Ares. Instead, he is the calm, contemplative force, the bringer of order and beauty. His light is not blinding, but illuminating. His presence is not overwhelming, but comforting. He understands that true power lies in gentle guidance, in nurturing growth, in allowing things to unfold naturally. This is the essence of his divine role, a role he embraces with quiet dignity and unwavering serenity, a beacon of harmonious power. As the sun chariot reaches a higher altitude, the sky transforms into a canvas of breathtaking beauty. The soft pinks and oranges give way to clearer blues, punctuated by the lingering wisps of cloud, now edged with gold like celestial brushstrokes. The air itself feels lighter, clearer, infused with the fresh energy of a new day, carrying the crisp scent of ozone and distant pine. There is a sense of expansion, of possibility, as the world stretches out below, bathed in the soft, life-giving light, ready for the day's gentle unfolding. Apollo's hands remain steady on the reins, his gaze fixed on the horizon. He is a master of his craft, not through force, but through understanding. He feels the subtle shifts in the wind, the slight changes in the air currents, and adjusts the sun chariot's path with infinitesimal precision. This delicate dance with the elements ensures a smooth, uninterrupted journey, a continuous flow of light across the world. He remembers his days, observing Helios, seeing how every small adjustment contributed to the seamless journey. And now he applies his own gentle touch, refining the cosmic ballet. Let your breathing deepen, matching the slow, steady rhythm of Apollo's ascent. Feel the tension in your body begin to dissipate, replaced by a profound sense of calm. This story is designed to transport you, to allow you to shed the worries of the day and embrace the peace of ancient myth. Imagine yourself drifting gently with the sun chariot, carried by the soft, rhythmic hum of its journey, enveloped in its comforting glow. The world below continues its gentle awakening. Farmers begin their work in the fields, their movements slow and deliberate in the cool morning air, their tools glinting softly in the nascent light. Fishermen prepare their nets, their boats bobbing gently on the calm waters of the sea, their voices hushed. Children, still sleepy-eyed, begin to stir in their beds, soon to greet the new day with curiosity and wonder, their laughter soon to fill the air. All of life responds to the gentle touch of Apollo's light, a silent symphony of awakening, a world breathing in unison. This consistent, gentle delivery of dawn is a testament to Apollo's dedication. He does not falter, does not rush. His commitment to his sacred duty is unwavering, ensuring that every corner of the world receives its due share of light and warmth. This predictability, this reliable rhythm, brings comfort and stability to all living things. It is a promise kept day after day, year after year, a gentle beacon in the cosmic dance. Imagine the soft glow reaching into the deepest valleys, dispelling the last vestiges of night, revealing hidden streams and ancient trees. See, the dew-kissed leaves sparkle like diamonds as the sun's rays touch them, each droplet catching the light. Hear the distant bleating of sheep, the lowing of cattle, as animals begin to graze in the freshly lit pastures, their forms silhouetted against the golden fields. There is a profound sense of renewal, a quiet celebration of life unfolding under Apollo's gentle gaze. Apollo, the gentle god, continues his journey, his presence a comforting assurance in the vastness of the sky. The sun chariot, a vessel of divine light, moves with an almost imperceptible grace, its golden frame radiating a soft, steady warmth. The sun's steeds, loyal and majestic, carry their sacred burden with effortless power, their luminous manes flowing like liquid gold. Together, they weave a tapestry of light and warmth, painting the world with the vibrant colors of a new day. A masterpiece of cosmic harmony, this serene beginning sets the tone for Apollo's entire journey across the sky. It is a journey of quiet purpose, of unwavering dedication, of gentle stewardship. He brings the day not as a conqueror, but as a nurturer, guiding the world with a steady hand and a peaceful heart. This is the essence of his divinity, a power expressed through harmony and balance, a light that soothes and sustains. As the sun chariot reaches its optimal altitude for the morning, the light becomes fuller, more encompassing, yet still retains its gentle quality. The harsh shadows of night have completely receded, replaced by softer, more nuanced contrasts, revealing the world in its full, gentle beauty. The world is now fully bathed in the golden embrace of Apollo's light, ready to begin its daily cycle, a cycle of growth and renewal. Let the final images of this quiet ascent linger in your mind. The serene Apollo, guiding the sun chariot with such gentle precision. The magnificent sun steeds, moving in perfect harmony with his will, their forms radiating peace. The world below, bathed in the soft, life-giving light of dawn, awakening with peaceful gratitude. This is the beauty of Greek myth, told to soothe and calm, a gentle lullaby for the soul. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, even in your imagination, a comforting, pervasive warmth that melts away all tension. Let it relax you, allowing any remaining tension to melt away, leaving you feeling utterly at ease. The rhythm of the sun chariot's ascent, the soft hum, the gentle unfolding of light, all contribute to a profound sense of peace, a deep tranquility that settles within you. This is the gift of Apollo, the gentle god, bringing light and order to the world with such grace and unwavering dedication. Tonight, as you drift deeper into sleep, carry with you the image of Apollo's gentle journey. Let the quiet power of the sun chariot's ascent, the serene unfolding of dawn, and the peaceful awakening of the world guide you to a night of restful slumber. This story, like the sun itself, is a constant, gentle presence, here to bring you comfort and tranquility, a promise of light and peace. Imagine the gentle warmth spreading through your body, a feeling of complete relaxation, as if you are floating on a soft cloud. The soft, rhythmic sound of the sun chariot continues to hum in the background, a lullaby from the heavens, a soothing cosmic melody. Apollo's steady hand on the reins symbolizes control and stability, bringing a sense of security to your mind, assuring you that all is well. There is no need for worry, only for peace, a deep, abiding peace. This tranquil scene, unfolding slowly and beautifully, is designed to soothe your senses, to quiet your mind. The visual imagery of the changing sky, the subtle sounds of the awakening world, the gentle movements of Apollo, and the sun steed Sol contribute to a deeply calming experience, drawing you deeper into repose. Let yourself be fully immersed in this ancient tale of light and harmony, letting its gentle rhythm guide you. As the narrative winds down, the focus remains on the enduring peace that Apollo brings. His first flight, a testament to his gentle nature, ensures that dawn arrives not with a shock, but with a tender caress, a soft, reassuring touch. This consistent, nurturing presence is what makes him the ideal guide for the sun chariot, a beacon of serenity in the vast cosmos, a gentle shepherd of the day. Let the final moments of this story wash over you, leaving you with a profound sense of calm and well-being, a feeling of utter tranquility. The gentle rise of the sun, guided by Apollo, is a perfect metaphor for a peaceful beginning, a fresh start. Feel yourself drifting, lighter and lighter, towards a deep and restorative sleep, knowing that the world is safe, guided by the gentle hand of Apollo. Good night, and may your dreams be as peaceful and radiant as the dawn guided by Apollo and his magnificent sun chariot. Rest deeply, knowing that the light will always return gently and serenely, just as it does in this ancient Greek myth. Sweet dreams. Tonight, let your mind drift to a time when the world was young and the gods walked among us. This evening, we journey with Apollo, the radiant god of light, music, and healing, as he guides the sun chariot across the vast expanse of the heavens. Feel the gentle warmth of his presence as we delve into Greek myth's lore to sleep to, focusing on Apollo and the sun chariot. Let your breath become slow and even, just as Apollo's journey across the sky is steady and peaceful, a rhythmic dance of light and warmth. Imagine the sun chariot now, high above, at the very peak of its daily arc. This is not the blazing, intense heat of the midday sun that might feel overwhelming, as Helios once brought. Instead, it is a comforting, nourishing warmth that bathes the world in a soft, golden embrace, a gentle caress from the heavens. Apollo, with his serene gaze, guides the sun steeds with a touch so light they seem to float rather than gallop, their powerful forms moving with ethereal grace. His control is absolute, yet it feels like a whisper, a gentle suggestion to these magnificent creatures, a silent communication of trust and purpose. There is no urgency, no rush, only a calm, unwavering progression, a perfect equilibrium. The sun steeds, those glorious beings, move in perfect synchronicity, their powerful forms barely disturbing the ethereal air around them. Their manes, woven from strands of pure light, shimmer and undulate, casting soft reflections on the clouds below, creating a living tapestry of golden light. Helios, the titan of the sun, once drove a fiery chariot, a blazing force across the sky. But Apollo, instead, brings a different kind of light, a more nuanced and compassionate radiance. His is a light that soothes and sustains, a light that encourages growth and quiet contemplation, a gentle warmth that permeates all things. This is the essence of Apollo and the sun chariot, a tale designed for peaceful rest, a testament to harmonious power. Feel the light as it filters down through the atmosphere, touching every leaf, every ripple on the water, transforming the world into a shimmering canvas. Imagine the gentle illumination of vast landscapes, from the rolling hills of Greece, now bathed in a soft, golden glow, to the distant, sparkling seas, reflecting the sky's serene blue. This light is not harsh or blinding. Instead, it reveals the world in its softest hues, highlighting the natural beauty without overwhelming the senses. inviting quiet appreciation. There is a quiet majesty to this midday journey, a profound sense of peace that permeates the air, a stillness that invites deep relaxation. Let this image settle deeply within you, a comforting presence. The world below basks peacefully in his light. Farmers in their fields feel the warmth on their skin, knowing it nourishes their crops, their faces turned towards the benevolent sun. Travelers on ancient roads find their way illuminated, their paths made clear by Apollo's steady hand, their journeys made easier by his gentle guidance. Even the wild creatures of the forests and mountains find comfort in this gentle glow, going about their lives with a quiet confidence, their movements unhurried. This is the benevolent power of Apollo, not as a thunderous deity, but as a tender guardian, ensuring the rhythmic flow of day, a constant source of life and warmth. Think of the rivers, reflecting the golden light like molten gold, flowing calmly towards the sea, their surfaces shimmering. Imagine the forests, each tree bathed in a soft, verdant glow, their leaves rustling gently in the warm breeze, a symphony of nature. There is a pervasive sense of well-being, a feeling that all is right with the world under Apollo's watchful eye, a profound sense of security. His journey at midday is a testament to balance and harmony, a perfect equilibrium between light and shadow, activity and rest, a cosmic dance performed with exquisite grace. Apollo in his sun chariot is a symbol of order and beauty. His presence ensures that the day unfolds with grace and predictability. There are no sudden jolts, no erratic movements, no harsh shifts. Instead, it is a smooth, continuous glide across the sky, a silent promise of continuity, a steady, unwavering progression. This steady, unhurried pace is what makes his light so comforting, so reassuring. It is a light that tells you everything is as it should be, a light that invites you to simply be, to rest in its gentle embrace. Let your own breathing mirror the gentle rhythm of the sun chariot's flight. Inhale the peaceful energy of Apollo's light and exhale any worries or tensions that may linger within you, letting them drift away like wisps of cloud. This is a moment for profound relaxation, a chance to immerse yourself in the ancient wisdom of Greek myths, especially those that speak of such serene power. The story of Apollo and the sun chariot is one of quiet strength and enduring peace, a timeless lullaby for the soul. Consider the small island of Delos, where Apollo was born. Even there, under the midday sun, the light is gentle, not scorching, but a soft, pervasive warmth. It is a light that nurtures life, that encourages growth, that brings forth beauty in every blossom and every leaf. Delos, sacred to Apollo, is forever touched by his gentle radiance, a beacon of peace. And as you imagine Delos, imagine yourself enveloped in this same calming light, feeling safe and secure, utterly at peace. This is the peak of the day. Yet instead of feeling energized or overstimulated, you feel a deep sense of calm, a profound tranquility. Apollo's light at this hour is like a warm, soft blanket, enveloping you in comfort, a gentle embrace that soothes your very being. It's the kind of light that makes you want to close your eyes and simply feel its warmth on your face, letting it seep into your very being, dissolving all tension. There is a subtle hum, a cosmic vibration that accompanies the sun chariot, a sound so faint it is almost imperceptible, yet it adds to the profound tranquility, a silent melody of harmony. The sun's steeds themselves are magnificent, yet they exude a quiet power. They are not wild or untamed. Instead, they are perfectly attuned to Apollo's will, moving with a grace that is almost otherworldly, a seamless extension of his gentle guidance. Their hooves, instead of striking the clouds, seem to glide effortlessly, leaving behind trails of shimmering gold that slowly dissipate into the azure, like vanishing dreams. Imagine their majestic forms, strong yet gentle, pulling the golden chariot across the vast blue canvas of the sky, a vision of serene power. Apollo's wisdom is evident in every aspect of his journey. He knows precisely how much light to bestow, how much warmth to share, to sustain life without overwhelming it, to foster growth without scorching. This balance is key to his divine nature, and it is beautifully manifested in his daily traverse, a testament to his profound understanding of cosmic order. There is no arrogance in his flight, only a profound sense of duty and a deep love for the world he illuminates, a gentle guardian of life. Let your thoughts drift to the ancient temples dedicated to Apollo, bathed in this same gentle light, their marble columns gleaming softly. Imagine the quiet reverence, the peaceful offerings, all under the benevolent gaze of the sun god, a sense of sacred calm pervading the air. This connection to the divine, through the simple act of light, is a powerful and comforting notion, reminding us of the enduring presence of higher powers, guiding and protecting with gentle care. The sun chariot, as it continues its arc, seems to slow imperceptibly, holding this moment of perfect midday balance for just a little longer. A gentle pause in the cosmic dance. It's a pause, a breath, before the gentle descent towards evening begins. This prolonged moment of serene light is a gift, a chance for the world to fully absorb the nourishment and peace that Apollo brings, a moment of profound stillness and contentment. Feel the warmth on your skin, a comforting presence that reminds you of the sun's nurturing embrace, a gentle caress that soothes and relaxes. This is not just light, it is life. It is the very essence of growth, of renewal, of sustained existence, a vital force flowing through all things. And Apollo, in his chariot, is the gentle bringer of this essential force, the shepherd of the day, guiding his flock of light across the heavens with unwavering dedication. There is a profound sense of trust in this journey. The world trusts Apollo to bring the light, to nourish the earth, to sustain life, to maintain the delicate balance. And Apollo, in turn, fulfills this trust with unwavering devotion and gentle precision, a silent promise kept each day. This reciprocal relationship between God and world is a beautiful reflection of cosmic harmony, a testament to the order that Zeus, his father, established on Olympus, a perfect dance of divine purpose. Imagine the air around the sun chariot, clear and pure, carrying the subtle scent of warm earth and blooming flowers, a fragrant breeze from the heavens. This is the atmosphere that Apollo's light creates, an environment of clarity and vitality, a space of gentle warmth and vibrant life. There is no harshness, no oppressive heat, only a gentle, life-giving warmth that permeates everything, a comforting embrace that invites peace. This is the gentle embrace of Apollo and the sun chariot, a daily blessing. Let the image of Apollo, serene and majestic, guiding his sun steeds, fill your mind. Let it be the last thought before you drift into a deep and peaceful sleep. His journey is a daily promise, a constant source of comfort and light, a beacon of serenity. And tonight, that promise extends to you, wrapping you in its gentle embrace, guiding you towards the sweetest of dreams. There is no other God quite like him in his gentle command, a true master of harmonious power. Tonight, as the sun chariot begins its gentle descent, feel this ancient Greek myth lull you into a deep calm. Let your thoughts drift, much like the soft light of Apollo as he guides the sun chariot towards the horizon. This is not a sudden plunge into darkness, but a graceful, measured farewell to the day, a tender transition crafted by Apollo himself, a seamless shift from light to twilight. Imagine the sun chariot, no longer at its zenith, but slowly, imperceptibly, lowering itself towards the distant, waiting lands. Apollo, with his characteristic calm and serene presence, continues to hold the reins with a gentle touch, his hands steady and sure. His focus remains unwavering, ensuring that every moment of this descent is as peaceful and soothing as the sunrise he orchestrated hours before. A perfect bookend to the day. Feel the air around you begin to cool, just as it does when the sun starts its journey downwards, a refreshing caress. This subtle shift in temperature is a whisper from the ancient world, a sign that Apollo is meticulously orchestrating the day's end, a gentle signal of transition. Instead of the vibrant golds and sharp blues of midday, the sky begins its exquisite transformation. Imagine the softest purples bleeding into the horizon, like delicate brushstrokes across a vast canvas, blending seamlessly with hues of rose and lavender. There are hints of rose, a blush of coral, and the fading gold of the sun's last embrace, painting a masterpiece of twilight. This is Apollo's artistry, a visual symphony designed to calm the soul and prepare the world for rest, a gentle lullaby for the eyes. The sun chariot moves with an almost silent grace, its wheels turning with a rhythmic, soft hum that only those truly attuned to the cosmos can perceive. A sound of profound peace. Apollo ensures that the light, even as it wanes, remains comforting and warm. A final caress before the stars begin to emerge, twinkling like distant promises. Let your mind drift to the landscapes below the sun chariot as it descends. Imagine the fields, once bathed in bright sunlight, now softening in hue, their edges blurring in the gathering twilight, becoming indistinct and dreamlike. The rivers, which once sparkled with the midday sun, now reflect the deepening colors of the sky, becoming mirrors of purple and orange, shimmering with ethereal beauty. There is a profound sense of peace settling over the world, a quiet hush descending upon the land. The sounds of the day, once vibrant and bustling, begin to quiet, fading into gentle murmurs. The birds, instead of their lively chirps, offer soft, contented calls as they settle into their nests, their melodies becoming a soothing chorus. This is the world responding to Apollo's gentle guidance, a collective sigh as the day yields to the coming night, a peaceful surrender. His presence, even as he moves away, is still felt, a lingering warmth that promises comfort and security, a gentle echo of his light. Apollo, the gentle shepherd of the day, understands the rhythm of life and the necessity of rest. He does not rush this process, for he knows the importance of a gradual transition. Instead, he allows each moment to unfold naturally, giving the world ample time to prepare for slumber, to settle into its nightly repose. The sun's steeds, magnificent and powerful, respond to his subtle cues with perfect synchronicity, their movements flowing like liquid light. Their movements are fluid, their breath a soft, misty exhalation that adds to the tranquil atmosphere, a gentle sigh of contentment. They are attuned to Apollo's serene will, moving as one with him and the sun chariot, a perfect partnership. Helios, his predecessor, might have brought the sun down with a fiery flourish, a dramatic exit, but Apollo chooses a path of quiet dignity and profound calmness, a gentle, deliberate farewell. This difference is key to understanding Apollo's gentle nature and his unique approach to his divine responsibility, a testament to his harmonious power. Imagine the last rays of sunlight stretching across the land, long and golden, painting the very air with a soft glow, like a final blessing. These are not harsh beams, but tender fingers of light, reaching out to touch everything with a final, comforting embrace, a gentle caress before nightfall. The sun chariot is now lower, its form becoming more defined against the darkening sky, a silhouette of grace and power, its golden frame still radiating a soft luminescence. Apollo's eyes, calm and knowing, scan the world below, ensuring that all is well, that the transition to night is smooth and without distress, a watchful guardian. He is a tender guardian, watching over his creation with unwavering care, his presence a soothing balm. Let this image of Apollo, guiding the sun chariot with such exquisite, unhurried grace, fill your mind and soothe your spirit, inviting deep peace. As the sun chariot continues its descent, the air becomes infused with the sense of evening the damp earth, rich and fertile, the blooming night flowers, their fragrance sweet and intoxicating, a subtle freshness that invigorates and calms simultaneously. This is the world settling into its natural rhythm, guided by Apollo's steady hand, a gentle dance of cosmic order. There is no sense of urgency, no rush to extinguish the light, no abrupt end to the day. Instead, there is a patient, deliberate fading, a gradual surrender to the quiet embrace of the night, a gentle transition. The sun chariot's light now seems to emanate from within, a soft, internal glow that illuminates its path without harshness, a beacon of inner peace. Apollo ensures that even in its diminishing, the light remains pure and comforting, a gentle promise of return. Think of the children in the ancient Greek villages, their games winding down, their parents calling them home as the sky deepens, their laughter fading into soft whispers. They know that Apollo, the benevolent bringer of light, is preparing the world for their sleep, a gentle guardian watching over them. There is no fear in the coming darkness, only the promise of rest and renewal, a peaceful acceptance of the night. This trust in Apollo's gentle stewardship is woven into the very fabric of their lives, a constant reassurance. His daily journey from the gentle unveiling of dawn to this peaceful descent is a constant, gentle presence, a reliable rhythm that anchors their existence, a symbol of unwavering cosmic order. The sun chariot is not merely a vehicle. It is a symbol of this divine harmony and cosmic balance, driven by Apollo's unwavering calm and gentle will. Even the mighty Mount Olympus, where Zeus and the other gods reside, seems to quiet as Apollo guides the sun chariot lower, a respectful hush falling over the divine realm. There, from their lofty perch, they observe his gentle work, acknowledging his profound calmness and his unique ability to bring light with such tender care, a testament to his serene power. Zeus himself, who entrusted this sacred duty to Apollo, watches with approval, knowing that the world is in gentle, capable hands, guided by wisdom and grace. Apollo's responsibility is not a burden, but a promise kept, a sacred duty performed with quiet dignity, a daily act of cosmic love. He embodies the essence of balanced light, a stark contrast to the fiery intensity of Helios, who once held this charge, a gentle beacon in the heavens. As the sun chariot nears the very edge of the world, where the sky meets the distant sea, the colors deepen to rich indigos and soft violets, painting the horizon with profound beauty. The last sliver of the sun, a glowing ember, lingers on the horizon, casting long, dramatic shadows, a final, poignant farewell. Apollo holds it there for a moment, a final farewell, allowing the world to absorb every last drop of its comforting warmth, a tender gesture of care. This lingering light is a tender gesture, a final assurance of his care before he guides the sun chariot completely below the horizon into its nightly repose. The sun's steeds, sensing the completion of their daily task, slow their pace even further, their powerful forms moving with an almost ethereal lightness, their breath a soft, rhythmic sigh. Let your own breath synchronize with this slow, gentle descent, feeling the tension melt away with each exhalation. Feel the peace that Apollo brings as he guides the sun chariot to its resting place, a profound sense of calm settling within you. This is the essence of Greek myths lore to sleep to, a story woven with tranquility and divine grace, a timeless lullaby. The world is now ready for sleep, wrapped in the comforting blanket of twilight that Apollo has so carefully laid out. A soft embrace of darkness. There is a sense of profound stillness, a quiet anticipation of the stars that will soon prick the velvet darkness, like diamonds scattered across a midnight cloth. This is the quiet conclusion to Apollo's day, a testament to his gentle nature and his unwavering commitment to nurturing life, a perfect end to a day of light. Tonight, as the last vestiges of light fade, imagine the sun chariot finally dipping below the horizon, taking with it the day's bright energy and leaving behind a world bathed in soft, inviting darkness. Apollo has completed his journey, a journey marked by exquisite, unhurried grace and a profound calmness, a daily act of cosmic stewardship. He has brought the light, sustained it, and now, with equal gentleness, has allowed it to recede, making way for the restorative power of night, a seamless transition. There is no abrupt end, only a seamless transition, a tender farewell until the next dawn, a promise of gentle renewal. This is the promise of Apollo, the gentle god of light and harmony, a promise that ensures the world's constant, gentle renewal, day after day. Feel the deep relaxation that comes with this peaceful imagery, a profound sense of calm washing over you. Let the quiet hum of the sun chariot's journey, the soft colors of the twilight sky, and Apollo's serene presence wash over you, enveloping you in tranquility. This is the soothing rhythm of the sun's journey, brought to life through ancient Greek mythology, a timeless tale of peace. There is no need for worry, no need for haste, only the comforting knowledge that Apollo, the tender guardian, watches over the cycles of the world with unwavering calm. His light, even in its absence, leaves behind a feeling of warmth and security, a gentle echo that will carry you through the night, a promise of peace. As the stars begin to emerge, tiny pinpricks of light in the vast canvas of the night sky, know that Apollo rests, preparing for his next gentle unveiling of dawn, another day of light and warmth. His daily ritual is a gift, a constant reminder of balance and order in the cosmos, a beacon of harmony. Imagine the sun chariot now resting in its celestial abode, ready for another journey across the heavens, another day of bringing gentle light to the world. And tonight, as you drift deeper into sleep, carry with you the profound calmness of Apollo's twilight descent. Let this Greek myth lull you, knowing that the world is in gentle hands, guided by a god of harmony and peace. Sleep deeply, sleep peacefully, under the watchful, gentle eye of Apollo, until the gentle dawn breaks anew. As the sun chariot completes its descent, guided by Apollo's gentle hand, it does not vanish into oblivion. Instead, it finds its tranquil resting place in a realm known only to the gods, the celestial chambers of night. This is not a place of darkness, but a sanctuary of profound peace, a haven where light and cosmic energy are replenished. Imagine a vast, ethereal cavern, its walls shimmering with soft, luminous crystals that pulse with a gentle inner glow. The air here is cool and still, carrying the faint, sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine and the distant murmur of celestial waters. It is a place of quiet restoration, a cosmic spa for the sun chariot and its magnificent steeds. Apollo, with a final, tender stroke of the reins, guides the sun chariot into its designated berth. There is no clang of metal, no creak of wheels, only a soft, almost imperceptible glide as the chariot settles into place. The golden frame, which radiated such brilliance during the day, now glows with a soft, internal luminescence, like embers settling after a long, fulfilling journey. The sun steeds, those powerful yet gentle creatures, stand patiently as Apollo unharnesses them. His movements are unhurried, each buckle and strap released with a reverence that speaks of deep respect and gratitude for their tireless work. He murmurs soft words of thanks to each steed, perhaps stroking their luminous manes, their eyes reflecting his gentle light. They nuzzle his hand, their breath soft and warm, a silent testament to the bond of trust and affection that has grown between them. Once unharnessed, the sun steeds do not wander aimlessly. Instead, they move gracefully towards shimmering pools of liquid starlight, their forms dissolving slightly as they immerse themselves, drawing cosmic energy into their very beings. This is their nourishment, their restorative bath, preparing them for the next day's journey. Imagine the soft, rippling sounds as their luminous forms enter the pools, a gentle splash that echoes with profound peace. Their coats, which shone with the sun's brilliance, now absorb the cool, purifying light of the stars, transforming from fiery gold to shimmering silver, ready to be reborn with the next dawn. This is a vital part of the cosmic cycle, a ritual of renewal orchestrated by Apollo's gentle care. Apollo himself, after ensuring the comfort of his steeds and the repose of the chariot, seeks his own rest within these chambers. He does not sleep in the mortal sense, but enters a state of deep, meditative contemplation, a communion with the cosmic energies around him. He might sit on a bench carved from pure moonlight, or recline upon a bed of woven starlight, his form radiating a soft, golden glow that mirrors the gentle light of the crystals. In this state, he processes the day's journey, absorbing the subtle nuances of light and shadow, preparing his essence for the dawn to come. He is attuned to the silent hum of the universe, the gentle ebb and flow of cosmic breath, allowing it to replenish his divine energy. This is his sanctuary, a place where he can fully embrace his gentle nature, away from the demands of the world. The celestial chambers are filled with a profound silence, broken only by the soft, rhythmic breathing of the sun's steeds and the gentle hum of cosmic energy. It is a silence that speaks volumes, a silence of perfect harmony and balance. There are no worries, no anxieties, no lingering thoughts from the day. Only deep, restorative peace. This is the profound quiet that Apollo cherishes, the stillness that allows him to maintain his serene presence, and his gentle guidance of the sun chariot. He is not just resting, he is becoming one with the cosmic rhythm, preparing to bring forth the light anew. Let your mind drift into this profound peace. Imagine yourself in these celestial chambers, surrounded by soft, glowing crystals, feeling the gentle hum of cosmic energy, breathing in the sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine. Feel the deep calm that permeates this divine sanctuary, a peace that extends to every part of your being. This is where the sun rests, where light is renewed, and where Apollo, the gentle guardian, finds his own deep repose. This is the promise of complete and utter tranquility, a haven for your dreams. As Apollo rests, his connection to the sun remains, a subtle thread of golden light connecting him to the distant horizon. He is not detached from his duty, but rather integrated into the grand cosmic design, a vital part of the universe's gentle rhythm. He understands that the sun's journey is not merely a physical act, but a sacred dance of light and darkness, a continuous cycle of renewal and rest. And in these chambers, he embodies that balance, holding the light even in its temporary absence, ensuring its gentle return. This detailed description of the sun chariot's resting place, the care Apollo takes with his steeds, and his own method of divine rest, all emphasize the gentle, harmonious aspects of Apollo's character. It reinforces the theme of cosmic balance and the soothing rhythm of the sun's journey. There is no sudden break in the narrative, but a seamless continuation of the day's gentle conclusion into a peaceful night. This is the essence of Apollo's gentle nature, a testament to his profound connection to the cosmic order, a bond that is never broken, even in rest. Feel the cool, clean air of the celestial chambers, a refreshing contrast to the warmth of the day. This duality, this perfect balance between light and dark, warmth and coolness, activity and rest, is what Apollo embodies. He is the master of transitions, the god who ensures that every shift in the cosmic rhythm is gentle, harmonious, and profoundly peaceful. And as you imagine this divine balance, feel it settle within your own being, bringing you a sense of utter calm and contentment. Tonight, let this image of Apollo resting gently in the celestial chambers, surrounded by soft light and profound peace, be your guide to a deep and restorative sleep. Know that just as the sun chariot finds its rest and renewal, so too can you. The light will return, brought forth by Apollo's gentle hand. But for now, embrace the peace of this sacred night. Sleep deeply, dear listener, held within the gentle embrace of ancient myth and cosmic harmony. The rhythm of the sun's journey, orchestrated by Apollo, continues even in your dreams, a